AskReddit by Gloveslap and Yule. What radical change affecting most if not all of the civilized world do you firmly believe will occur in our lifetime? The inability to tell real videos pictures from deepfakes similar. Going to be fun when CCTV footage can't be verified as real because a perfect looking video of anyone doing anything can be generated. Funnily enough, Intel has just developed a deepfake spotter with 96% accuracy. Edit. Yes, 96% isn't fantastic, but keep in mind is new and can be improved in the future. Antibiotic resistant bacteria creating superbugs. We will need early designed antibiotics and more research on bacteriophages to combat superbugs. We will get through that. Also, getting the public to not overuse antibiotics would be a good thing. I read a long paper many years ago in college that was discussing the two largest roadblocks for mankind to jump to the next level. The first one was battery life, battery size, and the second was voice recognition software. The essay was so compelling I remember it to this day. I read that in the mid-80s. I'd say yes to battery life, not so much for the voice recognition soft. A main block of many sustainable types of power is the difficulty of storing said energy. If we could perfect large-scale batteries to keep the power our wind and solar energy is producing, that would be a massive jump for us. Cybernetic enhancements. Sure, it might sound like something sci-fi, but at the rate we are going at, it might not be too difficult. I'm not talking about things like cybernetic hydraulic arms, I'm talking about something like a additional filter to put less strain on our kidneys and liver. I ain't no doctor, but that sounds like something that will save a lot of alcoholics. I already have a fabulous attachment that lets me see things I wouldn't be able to otherwise. It's called glasses. I don't mean that as a joke either. Glasses may not be what you usually think of as an augment, but it's technology that enhances natural abilities. Designer babies. Already has two. A doctor in China, just not legally. TBH, it'd be really nice to ensure we create life free of genetic diseases, other things like that. But it's scary to think about morally. Water shortage. As a Canadian, I surely hope this does not happen. I was hoping for optimistic answers. Just saw that we are fucked. IDK Domino's taking salads off their menu might benefit us as a society. Domino's finally figuring out they're not good at making salads and removes it from their menu altogether. Sure, at first some of the more pretentious customers will argue it's an option that some people would like to have when ordering the "I'm too tired, this is cheap and I got a coupon" dinner, but eventually people learn to move on and everyone is for the better. It's funny how specific this is. You've thought about this before, lol. Water shortage. Commercial fusion power. A lot of people don't grasp the significance of fusion power. If we can make it, and keep it stable and producing more electricity than it consumes, and we're getting close to that point now. In fact, we can get it to produce more than it consumes, but we can't keep it stable. That's infinite electricity right there. No more coal or nuclear power plants. Renewable energy like solar panels and wind farms will be left behind as a fad that came and went. Infinite fucking energy, and provided it isn't privately owned and is instead treated as a public utility, so the prices don't get shot up through the roof, we'd start paying pennies even while keeping all our appliances and lights turned on 24/7. Not to mention it would make converting all our technology like cars and trucks to full electric much easier, and so much more. Superbugs. I'm referring to multi-drug resistant bacteria. If WHO is right, by 2050, infections related to superbugs will be one of the leading causes of death in the world. Bacteria are becoming more resilient faster than we can develop new antibiotics. In medical terms, this takes us back to the Dark Ages. Very, very frightening. I was gonna say the world population hitting 8 billion, but I'm a little late. It's projected to peak around 10 billion in the 2080s. We might see it in our lifetimes. I can see a mass exodus out of the non-coastal western United States due to extended drought and long-term lack of water. Just millions of people moving back to the Great Lakes region or to either coasts. Mass migration and thousands of miles of unlivable land would have pretty significant impact on the economy and society itself. We do alright in Australia, you guys will be fine. Either we deal with climate change or we don't. Radical either way. Spoiler, we won't. This thread is depressing. It's Reddit. Water desalination, as a combination of the efficiency improving and the energy costs becoming cheaper overall. That will be a huge game changer in a lot of parts of the world. Water desalination needs lots of energy supply. Unless we solve nuclear fusion or build more nuclear power station, desalination's process still a long way to go. The end of call centers. All those jobs are remote now and will never go back to the way they were. I've seen some job postings for call center positions that require people to be in person. I always wonder if they're having trouble hiring, if the 1+ month-old timestamp means anything. A higher rate of rich political people going to prison. Hopefully. The collapses of glamorizing celebrities. While I hope for it, I find it unlikely, as historically we have had it for a long time. It has just shifted who and what the celebrities are. A certainty, the demise of the baby boomer generation, and the rise of Gen Alpha. I'll be 80, hopefully, when that happens, and I'm very, very curious to see what the children today will make of the world when they are 40. Millennials are the last generation to remember a pre-digital age, and I am so curious to find out what a child who grew up with a smartphone will think of the world as an adult. Deleted. Food distribution, to be specific. Contraction of energy supply, which means contraction of global GDP. Fucked up extreme weather from global warming. Waning effectiveness of antibiotics. More disease, more plastic pollution. Is that all? And some say the future looks bleak. SMH. The shift from fossil fuels to nuclear energy. I sure hope so. McDonald's ice cream machines get fixed. That won't be for a good couple of 100 years. Probably when the aliens invade and bring their advanced high-tech ice cream machines. Population collapses in different countries. It's possible within 100 years. Not enough young people to take care of the elderly and maintain our infrastructures. Japan and Korea has already started, to my knowledge. People are more focused on careers and independence than forging intimate relationships to build families in the last decade or so. You aren't also going to build bigger families if both parents work 24/7. When will governments freak out about this and start? 1. Just paying women to have babies make childcare free. And or 2. Pass much needed laws protecting women from getting screwed in their careers because of having children. Synthetic human organ transplant. The tech already exists. https://www.prolisbio.com/ and is being perfected. There is a solid chance humans will become functionally immortal in the coming decades. I don't see how you could replace the brain that way, so immortal is a stretch. Normalization of assisted suicide. Speaks for itself. Climate change. Just so you know, one of the 3 biggest rivers in the world is gone due to heat waves in China. Mississippi River is also dangerously low to the point certain ships can no longer move goods. AI and robots. Let's see.